Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting here once again with, you already know, and it is of course after 3 a.m.
Yes.
We are currently under another tornado watch right now. It is getting very cold outside though.
Very, very cold.
It was 77 degrees yesterday and now it's all of a sudden like 40.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Like what is going on with Mother Nature? Because in a few days it's going to be in the 80s.
Nobody told me that it would be like this when we moved to Texas.
Definitely
this is not what I wanted.
Definitely not. Did you see the other day it was snowing in Las Vegas?
Yes.
I wish that we would have been there for snow in Las Vegas because that would have been like a total mind fuck.
Sounds like
it's always
hell.
so hot. So we are of course a little bit elevated, and of course there are some things we've been seeing on the interwebs today. We have to start with Brittany Dawn. Brittany Dawn Fitness. You know, she's been getting talked about a lot over on TikTok because she went from fitness person who's been called out for scamming. The state of Texas is now suing her, which the trial I believe is about to start.
Can we just have a moment of silence
Okay.
for her career? Anyway.
She then turned into a Christian TikToker, and from that she has now turned into a foster mother.
I don't know what it is with people that do horrible, awful things, then turning to religion, specifically Christianity, and then acting as if what they did is not bad.
Oh, they totally act like it is just like all gone away and people need to forget about it. They filter their comments so much. Like if you ever have an influencer that gets into a lot of drama, they're constantly called out, they do horrible things. Once they turn to Jesus, check the comments. You have to get to the post very quickly though, or wait like a week until after because they're not really checking that post anymore. Well, there has been a lot of drama around Brittany Dawn and her being a foster parent because a lot of people are like, how did this even happen? Do these agencies not do background checks and look into the people that they are literally giving a life to?
Isn't it the state that handles like foster care and stuff?
Yeah.
Can they not tell that there's an active like lawsuit from the state of Texas against her?
Well, not just that, because yes, Brittany Dawn has done her own shitty things in the past, and of course she has that lawsuit going on, but a lot of people are digging up her husband's past. You know that 5 years ago, he was literally fired from being a police officer in Kansas City for police brutality against a black man?
I did not know that.
In case anybody needed further proof that the adoption and foster industry is yeah, Brittany Dawn now has another foster child, and guess what? They're black. Now you may be wondering why this is a problem. Well, her husband is the police officer that did this. Her husband is Officer Jordan Nelson, who was fired from the Missouri Police Department for using excessive force against a black man. And now they have a black child living in their care. So yeah, the foster industry is fucked.
He is also the same person that like put her dog down because they got hit by a car and they didn't want to take it to the vet.
She said it was a mercy killing for Jesus.
Like, that's 2 strikes in my book. Why do they even have a child? Or why did they have a child? I don't think they have it anymore.
So I'm not sure how many babies Brittany Dawn has been in possession of, literally, because everyone is over on TikTok accusing her of just wanting to be a foster parent for the content so she can get the clicks and she can get the views. Well, that baby, she was on the internet and she was telling like private details about that baby's life. Like she was saying that the mother was an addict. She also went as far on her Instagram story, allegedly, to tell everyone that the baby was withdrawing from drugs.
So is everyone upset because she's a horrible mom or because years ago she ripped people off? Is she good to these babies? Hey friends, so in case you didn't know, I was adopted at birth. How you doing? I, as an adoptee and as a teacher, have valid concerns with some people becoming foster care parents. Especially when one of those foster care parents only 5 years ago was in legal trouble for excessive force against a black man as a police officer. I raise the eyebrows at someone who approved someone with that history to be a licensed foster care parent. I really do. And with the last placement, they actively shared that the child was going through substance withdrawal to their Instagram page of over hundreds of thousands of followers. So not only are you sharing medical information about a child that isn't yours, you're also sharing information about an adult. I just don't know how those two things exist and are very public information and you're still qualified to be a licensed foster care parent. And if you don't see why myself and other adoptees and former foster care youth and allies don't see the issue with that, then we just see the world differently.
So that baby, for some reason, was removed from their home. I don't know if people were calling, saying like, hey, get the baby out of there. They're putting it all over the internet. She literally made so many videos with that f***ing baby. And I believe that one of the rules, and correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section, but when you are a foster parent, you're not supposed to be putting the child all over social media because that's one, like a safety concern.
Yes.
Also, I'm sure the f***ing mother that's waiting for reunification with their baby does not want to watch someone else like literally do what they would hope to be doing. That's just my opinion.
It's one thing if you want to do something out of love and nurture a child while it's in a time of need. I feel like that's great, and there's more people that need to do that. But the fact that she is trying to use social media to like garner views, money, and attention from fostering this child, to me, it's like the worser but equivalent thing to like giving a homeless person money and then getting on social media and being like, hey, look what I did. I'm an amazing person. Like everything I did in the past, don't look at that. Look what I'm doing now. It's really gross.
Well, everyone over on TikTok is now even more alarmed about the fact that she is a foster parent, because I told you guys what her husband was fired for in that. Like, Google it. There's a video out there if you want to watch that. I'm not going to put it in here. Well, the new baby that they just received that they are now fostering is a black baby. And I see a huge problem with this because not only, first of all, I see a huge problem with the fact that they are even foster parents, because clearly the husband has some anger issues going on. I mean, the police brutality, then you have them shooting the dog as a mercy killing for Jesus. That's weird to me. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
red flag,
if this little thing got ran over, or this little thing, and they were still living, there's no way that I would put them out of their misery like that. They would go to the vet, and then they would have to tell me that for their best interest, you have to put them down. I just simply could not pull out a gun and just, boom.
I believe in patterns, and if somebody shows you a pattern of behavior, then you're better off just listening and learning from that pattern of behavior. And what she's displayed and what her husband has displayed in his like temperament is not good. I really don't think, in my personal opinion, that they should be foster parents.
It's really scary to me that these agencies that are supposed to be doing these background checks are clearly not, because you would think that one, her lawsuit for scamming people would be like a huge freaking like red flag right there. But you know what? Honestly, we don't know. Maybe it was, and maybe she gave them some explanation that they were like, okay, well, we're good with that. We'll continue to watch the case, all of that. But you would definitely think getting fired for police brutality, and also the story about a dog, like, are they not doing research
it's
into
all
these people?
readily accessible to these people. It does not take that much to go to Google and put in someone's name. And if you put Brittany Dawn's name in Google, you're gonna get something. So like, it's just a failure all the way around for me, in my opinion. I think it's terrible.
Well, Brittany Dawn is also getting talked about because people think that she is like trying to soft launch getting back into the fitness game again. Who is going to be looking at Brittany Dawn for anything fitness from here on out? It would have to be like new subscribers only, but I feel like there's always going to be someone there to remind everyone that you should not pay attention to her when it comes to fitness, because she literally did this, and this.
Well, I told you in the last video where we talked about her, I really think that she's a lot like Gwen Champlin. Like, I think her hair's gonna start to grow with the more life that she tells. Well, you know, Gwen's whole thing was like losing weight. The less you weigh, the closer you are to God. That totally sounds like some far-fetched bullshit that would come out of somebody like her.
It's because it lifts you up faster during the rapture. Another thing that people are talking about in their TikToks is the fact that Brittany Dawn is trying to say that, because one of the rules apparently about being a foster parent is that you cannot impose religion on that child.
And you should.
I understand why. Someone commented that and said like, well, how does the agency feel about you doing that? And she said, well, good thing for them is that we don't follow religion. And then, but then
could have fooled me with you trying to baptize people in the hog trough. For like $300.
But then she goes on to say that her and her husband live with the Lord and they follow the Lord. They follow Jesus. So is that not following religion? Is that not the same thing? But she really felt like she ate. Like, let me read you guys like what she exactly said, because people were commenting underneath it and they're like, she really thinks that she did something with this response. It says, well, the good news is Jordan and I don't follow religion at all. We just love Jesus and live a life submitted unto him. We live for him unconditionally. He is in everything we do every day, including being foster parents. And that's a freedom that we all have in this country. Religion will not save what only Jesus can. Is that not following religion?
Yes, it most certainly is. And I'll say it, like, some of the worst people that I've ever met in my life are Christians. I'm not saying everyone is, but I believe that Brittany Dawn is one of those people.
I just feel like in every group, there are some good and there's also like some bad. I've met some amazing people that practice Christianity, and I've met some horrible people. And that's coming from somebody who, like, I grew up in the church. I went to Christian Academy and all that until I was in 8th grade. So
God bless your soul.
Yeah. No, but sometimes I would just go to church with my dad after the fact because he was an usher. You hear the best stories.
And that's part of the reason why I have a problem with it.
You hear the best stories. They will gossip all in the church pews while they're waiting for that pastor to come on. And I'm just like,
that is what
what's going on? So just my opinion based on the things that you can just like Google about Brittany Dawn and the things that people have like confirmed that she actually has done out there. I do not think that her or her husband should be foster parents.
No, not at all.
Just
Not
my
even a little
opinion. Just my opinion.
You guys let us know down below what you think about it, because I feel this is actually alarming to me that her husband has done these things and our government has just allowed her to take like this baby in. That doesn't sit right with me.
Well, Brittany Dawn did say that she was going to upload her testimony at some point in 2023 to let everybody know what is going on and like what was said about her that's lies, and she's going to tell us the truth.
Girl, I don't need your testimony. What I need you to do is tell the truth. What I need you to do is give all that money back that you literally stole from all these people that you're now getting sued by the state of Texas for. That's what I need you to do.
Yeah. Moving on from that, Jaclyn Hill is once again being talked about. Well, Jaclyn Hill is being dragged.
This one's a good one.
Jaclyn Hill might have lost some followers over this because a lot of people talk about, we just had Sam Smith perform at the Grammys. He was dressed as the devil. People said that that was satanic. He was doing a ritual. I get what they were saying, but personally, like my feeling about the Sam Smith thing, I think he was just doing something for shock value. But then people also say the same thing about Doja Cat. She showed up to Paris Fashion Week and she was all in red with the stones. To sit there and have someone apply all of those stones, I would have gone crazy.
That just sounds awful to me to have to sit there and like have them apply all that makeup. She looked good, but it just looked like it was too much. Like if it's more than like 30 minutes, no, I'm not doing that.
Well, then you also have people saying that Rihanna's Super Bowl performance was symbolism because, there was an unaired clip where she put up the triangle sign. A lot of people are saying that's like the Rock Nation thing, but then a lot of people are saying that it was for the Illuminati. Well, Jaclyn Hill is the latest person for people to say, like, why are you putting symbolism in your photos? What does this mean? Is this because you're so rich? Like, things like that. She had a Valentine's Day photo shoot for her Jaclyn Rock scam, and she decided that she was going to hold the box in front of her eye like this and cover her one eye, and she was wearing all red.
You know what this is?
What?
This is clearly Jaclyn wanting some attention.
Yeah.
Jaclyn Hill is not in the Illuminati.
I just don't think she'd be invited.
She don't have that much money.
She wouldn't be invited.
And two, she's not even that influential anymore. You know what I mean? Like, there's not that many people that engage and listen to what Jaclyn has to say because she's alienated her audience because she talks too much and most of what she says is lies. Owner, founder, and CEO, my ass.
Well, there's like a whole conspiracy going on about this. They were even trying to like break down like what they thought Jaclyn Hill's like humiliation ritual would have been. Of course, it always comes back to the lipsticks and all that. I still don't believe that Lipstick Gate wasn't a little
Do we
planned.
really think the Illuminati would stoop so low to just invite YouTubers? YouTubers like Jaclyn. Like, okay, let's be for real. I see one thing with Jeffrey because he's like super influential and he has like way more followers than her. Still don't think he's in the Illuminati. No. People like maybe David Dobrik or PewDiePie, maybe.
Maybe Mr. Beast.
Yeah, maybe Mr. Beast. They would try to recruit them.
We're not saying that they are.
But they're not worried about people like Jaclyn that can't even get a cosmetics launch right. You know what I'm saying?
Her humiliation like ritual would have been going on for years.
Jaclyn can't even tell a lie without her face making some kind of like you can tell when Jaclyn lies because she blinks and she enunciates her word in a very drawn out way, like $49. I know you guys are tired of me saying that, but that she's lying when she does that. If her lips are moving, she's lying.
Well, people are all under her post, and I was scrolling the Jaclyn Rock scam page, and it literally was the most commented post. Like everything else had like 15 comments. This one had 66.
Well, you know what it is? Jaclyn bitches about Instagram all the time and how the engagement's low and how it's not what it used to be. She was like, oh, let me give them something to talk about. She wanted some attention, and that's the best way for her to get it. She even had on the red.
Yeah. There were also a lot of comments underneath that post of people calling her out for addressing other things and literally holding up her middle finger for one of these promo photos and telling everyone they can basically go F themselves if they're a hater. Or if you've just ever literally questioned her on anything, it's like, you can do all that, but still mum's the word on cozy.
You have to question everything. Questioning everything keeps people honest. We've questioned Jaclyn how many times now, and she's proven time and time again that she is not honest because she won't address what people are asking her to address.
Well, it's got so bad for her in the cozy department that she's literally not even posting about it on social media. I'm sure after this video goes up, you guys are going to start seeing posts from Cozy because people have noticed over on her Instagram story, you see Jaclyn Rock scam. You don't see anything else. You don't see anything about makeup really. Like maybe like here and there's like some makeup posts promoting that now, but of course the bankruptcy that's going on.
That she still has yet to address.
Well, but you never see, well, I don't think that she's going to address the bankruptcy thing just yet, just because it's still going on.
Well, no, she should address it just because she said she was the owner, founder, and CEO when that has been determined to be a factual thing that she is lying.
That is true.
Like, if you didn't lie about Cozy, if you didn't lie about lipsticks, you lied about that. So we need to hold her to account for that. And we're going to talk about it until she addresses it. And I hope that if she is making a biography or whatever it is, that a biopic, that she puts that in there. And I hope if she stays on course with what she usually does, I hope she lies because that's probably what she's going to do. And then we'll be talking about it all over again.
But a lot of people are thinking that she's just going to completely do away with that brand because of the backlash. And that's why she hasn't posted anything. I think maybe like 6 months more and you're gonna get something else from Jaclyn cozy. There was one other thing that I saw while looking at Jaclyn Hill's comments over on her Instagram. Well, Jaclyn rock scam actually. Someone said, is this collection gonna be limited edition? Like once it sells out, it's gone. And you know that beauty influencers and companies love to tell people that things are limited edition. They're never coming back. When I started to learn that was a lie, it was with Tarte and it was with the Bunny Meyer, the Graveyard
Queen
Girl,
palette.
the Swamp Queen thing, because they said it's limited edition, get it while you can. Oh my god,
I
run
think
or
you
run.
can still get the Swamp
Yes,
Queen
I
palette.
don't know if you can still get it, but it was definitely years. It was a cute palette. It was a really cute palette, but that's when I learned that limited edition is not limited edition anymore. But Jaclyn Rock Scam responded to them and they said, and this just like made me laugh, because we can't guarantee that anything will come back in stock, so if you see something you can't live without, we recommend purchasing ASAP. No fucking shit you do.
And this is on Jaclyn Rock Scam?
Yes, Jaclyn Rock Scam responded to this person's comment. Well, of course you want them to buy fucking ASAP. Like, come on, because you don't want the reviews to come out and then people will be like, my neck turned green. Like, come on.
We'll pick you clean and turn you green.
Yes, seriously. Get it together, Jaclyn. And moving on from Jaclyn, Mikayla is getting called out once again. I feel like every day if you guys just go over to TikTok, you're gonna see somebody calling Mikayla out on her behavior, or they just think that she did something messed up. Well, yesterday was Valentine's Day and Mikayla said that she was going out to dinner with Cody. They were gonna go somewhere very nice. She let everyone know they were going to a very fancy restaurant.
I wonder what they got for dinner.
Well, this restaurant that they went to, there was another TikToker there, not as famous as Mikayla. This girl has 176.7 thousand followers. Her name is Olivia Volpe. So she was at the restaurant as well, and she noticed that Mikayla walked by her, and so did Cody. And I guess they were going to their table, they were getting seated, and she was like, oh my god, I love Mikayla. I don't care about Lashgate. I don't care about Mascaragate. I don't care about any of the lies. No, she literally said that Mikayla is one of the reasons why she wanted to start making her own videos, which I guess 176,000 followers. It's working out for her over on TikTok. But she said that she wanted to go and say something to Mikayla, like tell her like how much she means to her, like thank you so much for giving me like this inspiration, all that kind of stuff. She got up as she was leaving from the restaurant and walked over to Mikayla's table in her pea coat. She even told everyone in her TikTok that she's like kind of awkward, like in person, like I guess jittery is how I would describe it, because she's like, oh my god, like just like all over the place when she's in public and she's like very nervous. So she goes over.
Anxiety is a bitch.
It is. But she goes over to Mikayla's table and she said that she is literally standing like right, like Mikayla's facing the wall, Cody is across from her sitting there, so Cody's facing her. She said she's standing like right here, like this is Mikayla, so this is her. Like she's almost like touching her the way that she like described it. And she said she was just standing there, just standing. Didn't say hello, didn't say anything. She said that Mikayla never looked up at her. She was looking down at Mikayla's heart-shaped bag. Mikayla never looked up at her. Cody might have seen her, but he didn't really like give any interaction. And she and so she wants to know, she's asking the question, like, was Mikayla rude for this? Like, is she rude for this? Is like something wrong? Like, what's going on?
You guys literally would not even guess who I'm about to tell you was at my Valentine's dinner with me last night. Mikayla. Like, Mascaragate, like, like Mikayla. As I was getting ready for my dinner, I was watching her get ready with me, and I was like, how do I know she's gonna go to the restaurant I'm going to? I don't know how I knew. I'm literally psychic. Me and my boyfriend had already sat at this point, like we just sat down, and then all of a sudden, she walks by. So I start freaking out because like, I have watched her videos for so long. Like, I didn't care about the Mascaragate thing. Like, I didn't care that people said she was rude. Like, I didn't care. I just really liked watching her stuff. So now I start plotting with my boyfriend. I'm like, how can I go up to her? Like, how can I do it? Like, whatever. Now, like, I knew it was Valentine's Day, so I didn't want to just go up to them and like interrupt their dinner. And it just turns out that me and my boyfriend finished eating at the same time as her and Cody. So I remember like I kept looking over there just to like check out if like they were done with their meal so I could like sneak on over. Like I didn't want to be that person because I understand it was Valentine's Day and like I didn't want to just like interrupt their dinner. But I looked over and they had like their takeout on the table. Mind you, I was like rehearsing what I would say. Like this is what I was gonna say. Hi Mikayla, like I just wanted to let you know that I love you and I watch your videos and you made me want to make videos. Which like her making me want to make videos isn't true at all, but like I just wanted to like make her feel good. I don't know. So I'm rehearsing this and then I look over, like I said, and I saw that they had takeout on their table. So I was like, oh my god, like me and my boyfriend are about to leave. They have the takeout. I'm like, I need to do it. I need to fucking do it. So I get up and mind you, I'm like the most awkward human in the world. Like I don't know how to talk. When I'm in awkward situations, like I'm like, like I can't do it. I can't. So I get up with my fucking big ass pea coat on and I'm like, I walk over. Now, she was facing the wall, Cody was facing me. I'm right here. She's right here in front of me. And I'm just standing like this, smiling. I don't say a fucking word. But here's the thing, and like, correct me if I'm wrong. You know when someone's next to you. Like, maybe she doesn't have the spidey senses that I do, but you know. So I wasn't talking because I was waiting for Cody to like look up and be like, hi. I don't know, like I just thought that was what was gonna happen. But no, Cody just, they weren't talking. They weren't fucking talking. Like, this is me, I'm Cody. This is what he did. I'm right here. Did not look at me. Like, did not move his eyes. He just stared straight. Oh no, I don't fucking know. So I was like, okay. And I like turned around and I left. Like, that could just be me being dramatic. I don't know. Go to part 2. Okay, welcome to part 2 of me telling you about last night how at my Valentine's dinner I literally ran into Mikayla, like beauty guru Mikayla, like Mikayla, her. So I just finished telling you about how I went up to their table and Cody like didn't look at me. Do I think he was like ignoring me? I don't know, and that's like up to interpretation. I'm not dumb though, and I can read a social cue. He did not want me there. Like, they did not want me there. Which, once again, it was Valentine's Day, and I understand, like, maybe I shouldn't have went up to the table, but I literally just wanted to say hi because I really love her. I feel like if I had fans coming up to me at dinner, like, I wouldn't care. I would be like, do you want to come sit? But then, once again, it was Valentine's Day, it was a fancy restaurant, I understand. But I did wait for, they weren't talking to each other, they were on their phones, like, I don't know. And maybe he didn't see me. He saw me. He fucking saw me, like, come on. It was just fucking awkward. Like, I remember, like, looking down and seeing her little heart purse, and I was just staring. Like, I was right next to her. Like, I was, like, right there. The whole situation just made me feel, like, kind of sad. Like, I fully rehearsed what I was gonna say to her. Like, rehearsed. Me and my boyfriend were going back and forth at the table, like, talking about it. And, like, it just didn't work out, and it's just awkward. Also, like, look at the mascara I'm using. I was extra sad because even my boyfriend knew who she was. He was like, oh, is that the girl you watch all the time? Like, I just wish the experience went better. I honestly, like, felt humiliated and wanted to die, so this is no tea. I don't want any drama from this. She didn't do anything wrong. It's not like she, like, told me to go myself. I honestly just wanted to tell this story because it's embarrassing for me. And, like, I love when you guys laugh with me because I was laughing at myself. Like, it's actually so cringe that I let myself get so worked up to go say hi to a person. Like, it's genuinely just a person who does makeup at her house who lives 30 minutes from me. I mean, I honestly wish I had a better story for you. Like, I wish she, like, punched me in the face or, like, told me to, like, jump off a bridge or something. But no, it was just me being a awkward little dweeb going up and Cody ignoring me. Or so I think. Maybe Cody has social anxiety. Maybe she does. I don't fucking know. No tea! Just fucking awkward. Really fucking awkward. I was even gonna send them a dessert. Like, I'm fucking embarrassing. I'm so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassing. I don't know, what would you guys have done in that situation? Would you have said hi? Was I an idiot for even trying to say hi? Like, I don't know. I'm just fucking embarrassed. Don't make fun of me for this. Also, if you ever see me at dinner, please come say hi, because I'll literally invite you to sit with me and Aiden.
Personally, I think that it would be rude for someone to approach Mikayla in a restaurant setting like that and then just stand there. Like, that's weird. That's an invasion of, like, personal space.
My thing is, if there's somebody that you want to go up to and you see them out at dinner and it's like a celebrity or an influencer or somebody that you're, like, obsessed with for some reason, why not wait until after they're done? Like, if it's so important to you that you have to go and say something to them, why not wait until they're done? Especially if they're, like, with their family and you could tell, especially on Valentine's Day, you clearly know that that's her fiance and you know that they're out having, like, a romantic time or they're just trying to get some food. And we've had this conversation before when it comes to, like, Jaclyn Hill. I think James Charles has talked about it before. There have definitely been influencers that have said that they've been out to dinner with their friends and with their family, but more so when it comes to their family, that it's rude to go up to somebody when they're eating dinner. First of all, that's like when Brittany Spears, remember Brittany Spears when she was getting called out by TMZ the other week for having, like, a meltdown, and that was literally a person in a restaurant recording her? Bitch, I'd be acting crazy too. If you're gonna record me, I'm gonna give you a show.
That's right.
But why not wait if it's so important to you to go and say something to this person and they're with a bunch of people? Why not wait, or even just one person, why not wait until after? Once they finish their dinner, once they pay, and once they're getting up to leave, meet them by the door. Don't be one of those weird people that goes up and stands this f***ing close, because honestly, I don't think that I would have looked up either.
Here is a very wise piece of advice. Never meet your idols. Every person that I've ever talked to or known that has met the person that they really look up to as far as, like, a celebrity, musician, whatever, they are always disappointed. They are always disappointed.
Actually, I take that back. I would look up and I'd probably say, like, can I help you? Like, hello. Because she said that she was standing so close to her. That's so awkward.
Let me tell you something else that's like really weird about this situation and why I don't think it, not just Mikayla, like literally anyone, if you wanted to do that, at least make yourself known. Like don't just walk up on someone like that. I come from the generation that remembers Christina Grimmie and how awful that story was and what happened to her. May she rest in peace.
Very sad.
Horrible, like tragic thing that happened with her, right? There is so much craziness going on in the world. That's a safety issue too. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if I see you coming toward me and you're like waving or whatever, but it's something else if you just like sliver up beside me or something. Like, we're in flu season, girl. No. Feels a little invasive. Like, you wouldn't want someone riding by your house. We've seen people doing that with YouTubers too, especially like James Charles and the Paul brothers.
James Charles swore that some people got out of their car and came up to like his trash cans and were like hiding behind them. That was like in 2018, 2019.
I believe
I was on James' side then as well. Like, you cannot show up to people's home addresses and go and be like, hi, how are you? We have literally seen videos from people showing up at influencers' houses and ringing the doorbell. That is so crazy to me that people think that they have the right to invade somebody's privacy like that. Like, insane. But back to this girl that made this TikTok, because she's getting a ton of views on this right now. I'm Team Mikayla on this one.
I am too.
I just think it's weird. Now, maybe I would be feeling a little bit different if she would have walked up to the side. I still think it's rude to go up to somebody as they're eating dinner. I don't even like when a waiter or waitress comes up to me at dinner and I'm like, because they always wait.
You got a mouthful.
Because they always wait, and maybe we have some waiters and waitresses out there that can let us know down in the comment section. Do you guys wait for someone to be taking the fork and shoveling? It's always when you're taking the biggest bite as well. They're like, are you enjoying your food? Clearly.
Yeah.
And like, oh God.
You act like we go out so much, babe. We like
on occasion,
the last time
when I leave the house. So honestly, I cannot be mad at Mikayla in this situation, especially since it was Valentine's Day and she was out with Cody having a romantic dinner. It's weird.
But what I can talk about Mikayla on is the fact, like, you guys remember a couple months ago when we had the whole issue with the waitress and stuff, and Mikayla was like, I'm weird in social situations. I'm awkward. Like, we all are, girl. Like, I get it. But like what we saw with her going to this like Super Bowl party and all that different shit, she wasn't socially awkward then.
That's because, let me tell you why Mikayla was not socially awkward then. Those weren't regular people. Those were influencers and celebrities.
That's right.
Those weren't just like Joe Schmo and Christina from down the block.
For a video that I plan to make on my channel about Mikayla, I want to talk about that as well, because there's this whole thing that I've come up with about L'Oreal and like a conspiracy theory that I think is true, but she did a masterclass with L'Oreal and there was tons of people there. Didn't even flinch. You know what I mean? And we make videos and we get like not the views that Mikayla gets, but like there's a lot of people that watch us, and I still would be intimidated by that amount of people like live and in my face.
I definitely think that the socially awkward thing is one of those that comes up when it is beneficial. But you know what? There honestly are celebrities out there that get very, very nervous going in front of people, like to present at award shows or just even like film a show like out when people are watching
don't ever let me get famous, because I'm gonna go out there baked and I'm gonna be like, hey.
Oh, I always say, like, let's just pretend that we were like actors and we were like these huge celebrities living out in California and they do the Hollywood tours. I would be giving a show. I would know the schedule. I would definitely have my hedges trimmed and a few more bushes trimmed as well, because I would go out in my front yard and I would give them something to look at. You paid $75 for that fucking bus ride? No other people are doing this. I'd be doing the splits, the squats, the everything in my front yard.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, yes.
I would totally play into that
too.
Yes. We'd have to argue.
Give them a show.
Once a week or something.
Oh my gosh.
Real good show.
That's why I don't understand. I understand with celebrities, it gets very annoying that so many people are like following them and always taking their photo. It's a mutually beneficial thing. I would be giving them the photos that they wanted so they could feed their families and everything, and it's gonna keep me relevant out there doing the weird shit because everybody's gonna be talking about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they get so upset about.
They say all press is good press.
Yeah.
I think that we're like proof of
Hell
that.
yeah.
I would give a show though.
Oh, everywhere.
Do you think that Mikayla will end up addressing this? Because she has
please.
a knack for addressing things that really don't need to be addressed.
Oh, you know what? I could see it. I could see it. She has been popping off in the comment section, like back to people talking about the neighbors, things she doesn't know them, but then she did know them, then she went to high school with them.
That's so crazy to me. Mikayla is the first person to defend something that like speaks to her character, like with this waitress, she called her a liar. Then there's this girl named Tessa. She didn't know her or whatever.
But then she did.
Oh, I know she did. But like, she's quick to address stuff like that, when that, in my mind, is nowhere near as important as like Lashgate. You get what I'm saying?
Like, that's because
that's a character flaw.
But you know what that is, at least in my opinion, what it like reads to me is she's addressing some things, so nobody can say that she never addresses anything. Because people said that about Nikita, they used to say it about Jaclyn, they say it about everyone.
Listen.
Now you can say Mikayla addresses things.
And you know what's crazy? Like, Mikayla has all the OGs, like, in her back pocket now. It's kind of like, it's weird to watch the girl that watched all these people that used to be popular in beauty to become that it girl. Like, it's crazy.
I have my theory as to why she's like the it girl with all of them. They all have brands to sell. So they're trying to keep the relationship on the up and up. Like, I mean, come on. I mean, James is going to come out with his beauty line. Can somebody let me know down in the comment section, did James Charles not say a few times that the number one makeup item that he thinks is like overrated and all that is blush? Because I have looked for this clip. I can't find it, but I know that there's a beauty influencer that said the number one thing that they think is overrated is blush.
I know it was him because I think it's in his like palette reveal video and he's like, you don't even need a blush. You can use this. I'm pretty sure that's what it's from. I'm going to double check, but I remember him saying that.
It's just so crazy that that's what he's testing out from his makeup line.
If Mikayla reviews James Charles's makeup, that will be such a bad look. I'm calling it now. People will drag her for that because they have not forgotten.
You know what? On TikTok, I think a lot of them have forgotten.
Well, I mean, they're so young over there, they probably don't even know because this spans back like, what, 4 years now?
Yeah. James Charles cannot comment on anyone's TikTok, like especially a guy, because they'll leave comments like, he only commented back to me because I'm 15. And then, of course, he'll delete the comment.
Oh my God. Yeah, you were showing me that comment earlier. That was funny.
So with all that said, everyone, that is it for this video. We hope that you did enjoy it. Please leave us a puppy dog emoji for Birkin right here. Aspen is somewhere. Aspen's knocked out. He looks so comfortable back there.
He looks like a little baby bear.
He looks so comfortable. So please leave us a puppy dog emoji down below, and we'll see you guys all in our next video. Bye.